first vlog video. The video that we have posted previously is in the link below, so if you haven't yet had a chance to check it out, please do. Today is a question and answer session. So throughout the last couple of weeks, all over the social media sites, Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram for example, I've asked some of you, well, I've asked all of you to post in questions which I'll be answering based around mental health from my own experience and also any general advice that you may want. Before we continue with the content of the video, I'd just like to say I apologise. I know my eyes are red, I know my face is blotchy, and I know I'm not very nice to look at, but that's not the problem here. The problem here is mental health and what are we going to do about it. So I hope that this video here maybe gives you an insight, maybe encourages you to do something actively, or maybe even helps you in a situation you may be having with yourself or with your friends. So without any more time to waste, first question. How did you come out with your depression? I'm looking at the progress of how I was back then and how I am now, and I find it amazing how far you can come just by saying those simple words, I need help, okay? So back to the question, how did I open up with my personal depression? The way I did it is in a different way, and I think we all have to understand that the way that you open up about your problems has to be what suits you best. And I will repeat that. The way that you open up about your own problems has to be the way that suits you best, okay? What do I mean by that? I have problems with opening up to people. I would hold my hands up. I'm the first to say that. So, I cannot tell someone my problems, whether it be to their face or on social media or over text message, etc. So, in my head, there was a dilemma. How on earth am I going to tell a person that I'm going through depression when I can't even talk to them about my problem? So what I actually did was something that was very tailored to me at that period of time. So it was actually during my onset of depression which I started writing lyrics. And I know it's going to sound very cliche, but understand it is real. When I say that I was going through this period where I felt so lonely and I wasn't opening up to anyone, the only thing I was opening up to was a notepad and my pen, and I'd write down my lyrics. What I did was write a short rap explaining my story, and I said I can never ever look someone in the eyes, and even to this day I've never done it, and say I have depression, this is what I've been through, this is what I'm going through, this is the help that I need. I cannot do that. So I recorded the video using the same phone as now, and I posted it onto my Facebook. And the mindset that I was going through is, if I can't look my family in the face and tell them because I can't open up to them, how am I going to let them know the help that I need, or let them know this is why I'm acting this certain way? So my intentions were for them to just watch the video without me even having to say anything. They know what I'm going through, they know that the support that I need. Did the video have the purpose that I wanted it to have? Completely. So that's what I'm saying. Always do what you think is best for you. It's your health, this is your body, this is your mind, and this is your decision to make. How did you put on such a good act? I've known you for years and I wouldn't have noticed a thing. Right. To deny that I have ever put on an act to mask my depression would be a complete and utter lie, and I'm not here to lie. Of course, I've been in situations, through whole school years, in fact. I can take my whole sixth form experience and say that was all a mask. What I was going through in my head was not what I was expressing in my feelings. How did I mask it so well? The reason I think that I masked it so well is because I remember what I used to be before depression. And this is one of the hardest things about depression, is that you completely lose who you are. You have yourself before depression, then you have yourself after depression. And one of the hardest things about depression is trying to get back to be how you were before depression. And that's what I would never wanted to do. At the early stages of my depression, my mindset was quite positive in the sense that I did not want to allow my depression to override me, but rather I wanted to override my depression. But in reality, that is not how it is. It's not as easy as that. It's not as simple as that. With depression, the reason it's such a hard and tiring disorder is because you're a prisoner within your own body. Not all the times did I have a mask up. It became tiring. Through sixth form, people started noticing differences within me. I stopped playing football and sport completely, which was a massive part of my life. I lost a lot of weight. My sleep and eating schedules and patterns were completely messed up. I started taking weeks and days of school, which was never like me. My mentality is that I want to look out for other people, and to me, other people are my priority a lot of times over my own personal health. So I look at my friends, I look at my family, and there'll be times when I just think, all I want to do right now is stay in bed this whole day. I don't want to be a positive vibe to be around. But then I thought, what effect would this have on other people around me? It will have a negative effect if I show them how I really feel and how I really have become. You know, I still do it. The mask is still here. It's never gone. And that's one of the things about depression, is that it is a process of overcoming it. It doesn't just happen overnight. So I'm slowly learning to just be myself. And whoever wants to accept me will accept me. Whoever doesn't want to accept me won't accept me. Depression is part of you. There's no way you can just cut that off. You can cut people off who don't want to be with you, but you can't cut your depression off. That's the difference. Do you think that an individual suffering with depression should just tell their family or friends, or also tell a doctor? And on that note, do you think medication is a good route of cure? Now, I must say that everything I say in this video is not fact. It is based on my own experience and therefore my own opinion. Your opinions may differ, and I respect that. And as a matter of fact, I'd love to know your opinion. So please comment below anything that you would like to add. I'll reword that, by the way. I wouldn't say a good route of cure, but I'd say alleviation of symptoms. Do I think it's a good route? Yes and no. And I apologise, I know that is such an annoying answer. Just let me explain why. 1. The type of medicine that I took was called citalopram, and one of the side effects of this medicine was insomnia and an increase initially of suicidal thoughts. Two of the things that I was struggling with originally, so why on earth would I want it to be increased? That's one thing I have to say. Side effects of medicine can be bad, and you know, I had a bad experience with that medicine, so I'm very biased towards non-medicinal use. Secondly, I think a lot of times there can be dependence on medicine, and medicine offers a short-term cure. As soon as you take away the medicine from the individual, the symptoms are very likely to reoccur. You know, depression is also a cognitive disorder. If you take time to talk to a person and tackle the root cause of the depression, it's very likely that it can have longer term effects. So things such as cognitive behavioral therapy are proven to work. So why do not use them more within the words escape my head? I'm just gonna say within therapy, because yeah. Anyways, anyone who knows me knows that I'm very impatient. I literally left it probably about 3-4 days before I got very impatient. So instead of taking the 1 pill that I was told to take, I started taking 2 and 3 pills, etc. To the extent where it's probably getting dangerous for my health. If your mindset is not in the sensible state, you can get to the position where you think it's not working, let me take another one, let me take another one, let me take another one. And it can become very dangerous for your health. The good things about medicine, it will help you. In a lot of the cases, different medicines may have different effects in your body. So therefore, just because you had one bad experience with medicine, perhaps a different type of treatment will be better for you. I love this question, sorry, I had to take a breath for this question. If you could change what you have been through, would you? Now, the reason that I love this question so much is because a lot of people watching this video would expect me to say, yes, I would change this, I would change that. Would I change anything that I've been through? No. Would I change anything that I am going through? No. Because had I not gone through or let me try that again. Had I not gone through, or had I not been going through, let me try that one more time. Had I not gone through, or if I was not going through what I am going through, I would not be in front of this camera right now. I would not have started the movement. I would not have started writing my lyrics and my songs. I would not have started pushing myself further in education. I would not have had this different mindset that I have and view the world in a different perspective, waking up every single morning, thanking God for life and thanking and counting my blessings. This depression, the best thing that has happened to me. And that may sound absolutely crazy, but the way that I look at things now, when I'm in a positive state of mind, is absolutely amazing. And the passion and the drive that I have could never be matched for what I had before. So, if my friend is going through a hard time, how can I be of help? Now that question right there is a beautiful question, but it's also a question that goes overlooked. Sometimes when you are the friend in the situation and you can see that your friend is going through a hard time, you get all these thoughts inside your head. What if I can't help them? What if I try to help them and they simply say I'm fine or I don't want to talk about it? What if I manage to get through to them but it still doesn't help them? Or just a phase, what is the point, they're going to get over it eventually? Those are probably some of the most common and often answers that I hear in reply to this question. Now, what can you do? I always say, never stop trying. If you keep getting at someone and keep showing your support towards them, eventually they're going to feel a lot more comfortable with opening up to you. And I'm not saying nag and nag and nag. If someone says, I don't want to talk about it right now, okay, leave it for 2 days, maybe ask again. If they say, I don't want to talk about it now, then you have to come at a different angle. A lot of people have this thought process that in order to help, you have to understand what they are going through. Now, I would 100% disagree with this. I think it's more being able to empathize and respect the situation than being able to understand. You may not have been through a similar situation, so you don't have to say that you've been through a situation just to form a connection with someone. And the simple solution to this is be there for them. And that is as simple as I can put it. In terms of encouragement, words of advice, guidance, company, anything that they need at a period of time is what you as a friend, or what as friends collectively have to be for that person. That brings us to the end of the video. I am excited to share this. I'd like to say take care, have a blessed week, and remember the movement.